I have decided to fight Islam. Please pay attention to my statement. To fight Islam, not the political Islam, not the militant Islam, not the radical Islam, not the Wahhabi Islam, but Islam itself. I truly believe that the West has invented these terms for the sake of being politically correct.
The important thing that the West needs to know about Islam today is that it has a political character, and that it is not simply a religion, but it is a religion or a belief system that mandates warfare against unbelievers for the purpose of establishing a societal model that is absolutely incompatible with Western society.
Allah's apostle said, I have been ordered to fight with the people till they say, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah.
In Islamic thinking, reminiscent of other totalitarian ideologies.
Well, is the Islamic faith a threat to our nation? Well, one woman says she knows Muslims living here in America who are intent on changing our political and religious beliefs to those of the Quran.
And what are the Islamic schools teaching young kids? May God destroy the infidels and the Jews, the enemies of God. It's in the textbooks, it's in the preaching of holy men in the mosque. There is something every American must understand, after 9/11 especially, that there is nothing that America has or has not done that causes terrorism. Terrorism is violent jihad, and it's the duty of every Muslim, and that's why many Muslims are silent, because they feel if they speak against terrorism, then they must be speaking against jihad, and that's why they have a conflict to speak out. And that's why Americans should never doubt their own value system or their own country, or and they have a closed system. Policy. Their existence here is their right to Islamize us. That's how they view us. They are here because they feel they want to Islamize us. And they give us no access into their country. Absolutely. They consider non-Muslims as filth on their land. It's called negas. A lot of people think Islam is just a religion. there is a major part in Islamic education, or even the main part, is conquering the world to Islam. It is the utmost honor for every Muslim to believe in jihad, and it's done through jihad, through the sword actually. And if you look at the Saudi flag, it has a sword on it, and it's the symbol of opening countries to the sword. Opening countries.
Our enemy repeatedly say what they want to do to us. We are burying our head in the sand. And here today we're looking at Iran, the possibility by December having 8,000 centrifuges, which will allow them the capability of producing 200 to 300 nuclear bombs per year. That is a threat, and within 2 years, having the technology to reach the eastern shores of the United States, New York and Washington, D.C., that's a major problem. We must start listening to what our enemy is saying, and we must taking the action steps necessary to deal with the enemies that have set up shop on American soil, the top three being Al-Qaeda, Islamic Jihad, and Hamas. Hamas has the largest infrastructure on American soil. Hamas has cells in over 40 states in the United States, including some of our most prominent cities, from New York to LA to Florida to Philadelphia, and all over the country from sea to shining sea. When we have people who are illegal immigrants plotting our destruction, the JFK plot was the perfect example, and this only happened a week ago. The JFK plot was a plot done by one American citizen, and the rest of them were illegally here in the country for 20 years. Now, we have illegals who are getting jobs within sensitive information centers like airports, even if they are menial jobs, such as being, a luggage transporter. However, they are getting access to such important places where they can attack us and create havoc because they are gaining knowledge.
Of course, around the person of Muhammad. The Quran and Islamic tradition are quite clear and emphatic that he is the supreme example of behavior for Muslims to follow. The importance of Muhammad for hundreds of millions of Muslims worldwide is rooted in the Quran's statement that he is an excellent example of conduct, uswa hasana, which is in the 33rd chapter of the Quran, and that he demonstrates an exalted standard of character. The Quran even goes on to say that he who obeys Muhammad obeys Allah.
Islam is exactly what the Prophet Muhammad did and said. In order to understand Islam, you have to read the biography of Muhammad. It is very traumatizing. It is very shocking. He married his second wife when she was 6 years old. He was over 50. He married his second wife. She was his daughter-in-law. His third wife was Safiya. She was a Jewish woman. It was well documented, well written in our school book that he attacked her tribe. He killed her father, her brother, and her husband. At the same day he slept with her. That's what I call Islam. You need to know, you need to understand that Islam is the problem. I am sick and tired of people here in the West asking me to soften my message. I am sick and tired of people asking me, are you trying to change 1.3 billion people? Yes, I am trying. Yes, I am. It is not a matter of I am trying. I will change him. I want you to know that the very first value I learned when I came to this great country, that you can do the impossible if you truly believe in yourself. I not only believe in myself, I believe in many million Muslim women like Nooni Darwish and Ayan Ali. And we are working hand in hand to change 1.3 billion Muslims. They have to realize that they have only two choices: to change or to be crushed.